I've recently had a discussion with someone about how Mii Brawler becomes a better or worse character when playing offline compared to online. Some points mentioned were that it's way easier to DI Downthrow-Thrupper in time, that random up smashes don't work that well anymore, and that people must tax less often. So the only logical conclusion would be that Mii Brawler's kill power becomes significantly worse when playing offline. Well, that statement is complete bullshit. And to prove that, I made a list of the top 5 underused but really strong kill confirms almost nobody seems to know about. If you ever feel like you relied too much on Downthrow-Thrupper or that Brawler has no kill power, then this video is for you. Before we start, real quick, this video has been sponsored by no one. I don't have a sponsor. But if you'd like to help me get one, so I can actually afford studying, working and running this channel at the same time, then I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe so we can make it to 10,000 subs before my anniversary. I would really be grateful for that. Now let's go. On place number 5 we have up tilt Helikick and up tilt Thrupper. Calling this a kill confirm is kind of a stretch considering how braindead this looks, but it's actually a very legitimate kill option. Up tilt into Thrupper is a true kill combo on Mario at around 110% against the eye out on Final Destination, while up tilt Helikick works from a whopping 50 to 90% against any DI. And you know what's the best part? You can easily react to DI offline. Up tilt Thrupper is a little more difficult to get, but even if you don't think you'll get it to be true, it's still a 50-50 between air dodge and anything else. As a side note, if you hit with the late part of up tilt, for example as an anti-air, it becomes significantly easier to connect. On 4th place I put weak nair, strong nair, anything. Most brawlers I've seen hit a weak nair at low to mid percent and instantly go for either a grab, a suplex or a down tilt. And while those are good follow-ups, they aren't optimal. Because in a lot of cases, it is better to go for another strong neutral air and then follow up with your combo finisher of choice. Especially Helikick users can benefit a lot from this, because you can push the opponent closer to ledge, just in kill range for down throw or down tilt Helikick. And even if you accidentally already put your opponent into tumble, it is still a free tech chase and potentially a forward smash to finish the stock. Weak nair strong nair is one of the best setups for damage and kills at around 20 to 30%. Place number 3 goes to weak nair back air. Unfortunately, unlike Fox, we don't have the option of simply going for nair up smash once the opponent hit 100%. But what we do have are tech chases against fast fallers and, even better, a guaranteed back air against floaties. With a quick attack cancel back air, especially at ledge, you still have a guaranteed follow up which can kill really early after a neutral air. This confirm is especially sneaky because there's a good chance the opponent will miss their DI while drifting away from you, giving you even earlier stocks. Sure, you need to be fast with your reactions to hit this combo, but if you keep this in mind, you'll have a much easier time against floaties. On 2nd place, there's up tilt up air Thrupper. This variation of the before mentioned up tilt Thrupper can work on all stages except Final Destination, and can kill crazy early. Anywhere from 60 to 100%, depending on stage and platform, kills are possible. DI rarely matters, and on triplets you can extend the combo even further. Pro tip, you can even hit opponents standing on a platform with an up tilt under that platform. Before you get to 1st place, here are some honorable mentions which didn't quite make it into the list. Rising up air into anything. As you might know, tall characters can get hit by a rising short of up air, which will combo into a lot of things. For example, more up airs, a back air, flashing mach punch and also a Thrupper or Helikick. While I do think this confirm is generally underused, I realize it is situational against only a few characters and also pretty unsafe, so I didn't put it here. Down tilt up air up B is also one of those situational combos. What sounds like a tongue twister is actually a consistent kill confirm with a pretty limited percent range however. Against heavies this is a lot easier to hit, but not against most small characters and fast air dodges, which is why it didn't make it onto the list. And finally, the 1st place of kill confirms most brawlers do not use enough is up air into up air. Into up air, 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 into up B. Of course, I don't mean this exact combo, but up air trains are the single most important kill confirm against pretty much any character. I see so many brawlers go for up air into helikick or up air into thrupper just to see it didn't kill because they did it 30% too early. Instead, what they should have done is simply link another up air before that and another one, just enough so your kill move does actually kill. Getting the auto cancel timing right and knowing when to do falling or rising up air is difficult, which is why I made a whole video about it. But if more brawlers started to optimize their combo game with up airs, this character would become a lot scarier to face in bracket. So that's it for my top 5 underused but strong kill confirms for Mii Brawler. Did I forget an important one? Let me know in the comments what your favorite kill confirm is. And until the next video.